so today I wanted to talk about the MVP conversation in the WNBA. Who are the front runners in my opinion? And let's have that conversation. So Nafisa Collier is my pick for MVP. Look at her stats this season. She's first in points, 23.2 points a game, 7.6 rebounds a game, 3.3 assists per game, 1.8 steals a game, 1.6 blocks a game. So top 10 in 2 defensive categories and getting it done with the scoring. She is also averaging 2.3 turnovers a game, 33.4 minutes, 51.7 field goal percentage, 34.2 from the 3.8 threes attempted, 94.6 from the free throw, and 5.3 free throws attempted per game, plus minus 9.7, and true shooting 62.1%. So yeah, Nafisa Collier, in my opinion, is the runaway favorite for MVP. Just the production that she's had consistently, only a handful of bad games, really. What she's been able to do, like, she can put up a great stat line against any team. She makes it look easy. She's a 3-level scorer. She's been fantastic on defense. Last year, she was the defensive player of the year. You take Nafisa Collier out the links, I promise you it's going to be bad for them. There was this game this year where she literally carried them against the Connecticut Sun, and she had 34 points. Okay, Courtney Williams was, 0 for 11 that game. Natisha Heidemann was definitely able to make some plays in the fourth quarter when needed and everything, but Nafisa carried them, throughout that. She's been doing it the entire season. She's a phenomenal player, so I think Nafisa Collier is by far MVP this year. Something that really is in Nafisa Collier's favor is the most 25-point games this season. She has 10 of them, and the next closest people have 5, okay? So it just shows how insane that her production has been this year, and what a player. So she's my pick. I told you guys before the season I was going to push it, and, she's proven me right so far. So Nafisa Collier, great player. Oh, also, I forgot to share, but here is all of her stats for the season. So points scored so far, 478. She has 44 offensive rebounds, 110 defensive rebounds, so totaling 154, 70 assists. She has 34 steals, and she has 32 blocks. So yeah, really solid stat line for the season. Another candidate for MVP that a lot of people have been saying as of late is Alyssa Thomas. Alyssa Thomas has been playing well this season. So if you look at her averages, she's giving you 15.2 points a game, 7.3 rebounds a game, and she's leading the league right now in assists with 9.5 per game. She had a triple-double this season. She had a career-high 29 points against the Minnesota Lynx. So she's put on some really good performances herself, and, she has the most triple-doubles in the WNBA, I believe, which is impressive. 0.5 blocks a game. 1.4 steals a game, 3.4 turnovers a game, 31.1 minutes, 51.7% from the field. No three, she doesn't take them. And free throws, 69%. Free throw attempts, 4.2, plus minus 6.4, and 55.3. So there is that. And I forgot, team record always gets into this, but the Phoenix Mercury and the Minnesota Lynx are playing very well this year. Minnesota Lynx is number 1 in the league. I think Phoenix Mercury is somewhere in the top 5, So, what she's been doing, you have to give credit there. Also have to mention the fact that she has 2 torn labrums in her shoulders, and apparently she's been playing through that for years. So to be playing through that, to get the continuous production that she gives is very impressive and everything. Also, people have said the fact that there has been she hasn't played a whole lot with Satu and with Clea Copper as well. So being able to have the kind of production that she has, a lot of people are saying that Alyssa Thomas is MVP for them. This is something in Alyssa Thomas' flavor. She becomes the first player in WNBA history to record 150 points, 100 assists, and 50 rebounds over 58% shooting during a 10-game span. I'm pretty sure she was also the fastest player to 100 assists this season as well. So, that's great. That's great. We look at Alyssa Thomas' stats this season, so 247 points, 27 offensive rebounds, 92 defensive rebounds, 119 total, 153 assists so far, 24 steals, and 8 blocks. So really solid stats so far. Obviously, got to talk about Asia Wilson, especially after that performance that she just had against Mandel Swing. She just scored 37 points in that game. But Asia Wilson was the MVP last year. She was the first player to score over 1,000 points in a season, so she got MVP last year. She was phenomenal. And this year, she's still playing really well. So for the points, 22.3 points a game, second only to Nafisa Collier. Rebounds 9.2, assists 3.2, steals 1.6, 2.4 blocks a game, so she's first in blocks. Turnovers 2.4, minutes 30.6, field goal 48.2. From the 23%, damn. 1.33 attempts, 82.4 from the free throw line, and 8.2 free throws a game. Of course, that's first. 3.2 plus minus, and 57.6% true shooting. But yeah, Asia Wilson, she's the player that makes the Aces go. I saw that firsthand last year, and that's what everybody is saying this year. I don't watch all the games, but I would be wrong to talk about MVP talks and not talk about Asia Wilson, her continuous production. Fabulous player, obviously. So yeah, have to give give some love to Asia Wilson. We look at Asia Wilson production this season, 365 points. She has 28 offensive rebounds, 127 defensive rebounds, 155 rebounds total, 56 assists, 28 steals, and 41 blocks. So really solid production. And this is the last candidate that I see people talking about a lot for the season, Alicia Gray. So here are her stats: 18.4 points a game, 5.6 rebounds a game, 4 assists a game, 0.9 steals a game, 0.5 blocks a game, 1.7 turnovers, 35.5 minutes, second in the league. Field goal percentage 43.8, from the three 38%, from the attempted 6.1, free throws 81.4, free throws attempted 5.9, plus minus 5.9, and true shooting percentage 59.5. Some people feel she's getting out of the MVP race because they feel like her production hasn't been as good as it was in the beginning of the season. I don't watch all of her games, so you guys can let me know what you think on that down below in the comments. But she still had good production. I mean, still top 10 in the scoring, so still getting it done in that regard, so it's good things. And now we look at her production. So 390 points for the season total, 21 offensive rebounds, 95 defensive rebounds, total rebounds 116, 82 assists, 19 steals, 10 blocks. So yeah, it's good things. It's good things for Alicia Gray. So yeah, those are the main MVP contenders that I've been seeing a lot this season. Like I said, I think that if Napheesa Collier keeps up this production, that MVP is hers. She's been playing super well, and how valuable she is to the Lynx, and they have a really great team record, so I think that she has a strong case for it. And now I'm going to go into, people who, they're not in the conversation. If they had better coaching, better teammates, they will be, and in a few years they'll get one. So this is really just the fun part for me. So Paige Beckers is the MVP of the Dallas Wings. If you've watched enough of Chris Koclanic's terrorism that he calls coaching, this incompetent organization, teammates that sell her exist, etc., Paige Beckers has been the bright spot for this organization. Her rookie year, and she is already 8th in scoring right now consistently with 18.4 points a game, 4.1 rebounds a game, 5.5 assists per game, which would be more if they didn't sell her assists, 1.7 steals a game, so she's 6th in steals right now, 0.7 blocks a game, turnovers 2.4, minutes 34.9, from the field 44.9, from the three 32.8, 3 points attempt, 3.4 field, from the free throw 84.4, free throws attempted 4.3, plus minus negative 3.1, which isn't Paige's fault, the teammates sell, and true shooting 53.8%. I told you guys before the season I thought Paige Beckers was going to average 17, 6, and 5, and again, my prediction is looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. I don't know why people doubted her and said that she wouldn't produce and da-da-da-da. Anybody who's watching enough Paige tape in college, that she's really like a Swiss Army knife kind of player and everything like that. Just the versatility, being a 3-level scorer, being someone who's great at defending and everything like that. And she's been everything that she has been advertised to be and more for this Dallas team. A reporter was asking, how would you rate Paige this season? You have to give it a letter grade. I said A+. For everything she has to go through with Chris's coaching and not letting her play the point guard position, and just the amount of defensive pressure that is on her every single game, getting blitzed, double team guarded at full court. And people say that she isn't, but they just don't watch the games. But I think Paige has really delivered in a meaningful way. And so here's Paige's total production for the season. 311 points, 13 offensive rebounds, 57 defensive rebounds, 70 rebounds total, 91 assists currently, and 29 steals and 13 blocks. This might be outdated. And everything like that. Now that I'm reading back the stats, maybe they take some time to update it, because she just had a game tonight. She had 8 assists. So she's about to be at 100 assists, but what she's been doing has been great. This is a stat in her favor. Paige Beckers is the fastest guard since Diana Taurasi 2004 to reach 300 plus points, 50 plus rebounds, 50 plus assists. So there's that. She's broken a lot of records. Like I said, MVP ain't happening. If she had better teammates and good coaching, there would be more of a conversation. But one of these years, she will get that MVP trust. Also, I can't forget what she did in June. This was a generational run. It was a generational run. Last up, I got Angel Reese. Like I said, this is just for fun. But anybody who's actually watched the Chicago Sky knows that Angel Reese is the MVP of the Chicago Sky. It was true last year. It was true this year, bro. She missed the last game due to an injury, and wishing her the best. And so the Chicago Sky was awful without her. I don't even think they scored 60 points. No one was in double figures. I know the rebounding was atrocious. And it's the worst game that they've had in a very long time, and people try to tell me that Angel Reese is not impactful. Have you seen the Chicago Sky roster? Have you seen that? Have you watched the Chicago Sky game this year? Angel Reese is a huge difference maker. She makes the team go. A double machine. These are her stats for the year. And like I said, this is for fun, but still, 14 points a game, 12.6 rebounds a game, 3.8 assists per game, 1.5 steals a game, 0.6 blocks a game, 3.8 turnovers a game, 31.7 minutes a game, 44.6% from the field, 21% from the three, 0.9 threes attempted per game, 77.9% from the free throws, 5 free throws attempted per game, a -8 plus minus, which again, that's misleading, and 52.6% true shooting. So yeah, and I'm going to show you some stuff in Angel Reese's favor. And yeah, these are the stats for her this year. So points so far, 293, offensive rebounds 79, defensive rebounds 186, 265 rebounds so far this year, and just generational with the rebounding, a double-double machine. She has 79 assists this year, 31 steals, and 12 blocks. This is also something cool, and it has multiple people included, but most 15-point, 10 rebound, and 5 assist games. Number 1, Angel Reese with 4. Number 2, Alyssa Thomas with 3, and Asia Wilson with 3 tied. Number 4, Napheesa Collier with 2. Only WNBA players to do this. So what a great feat for Angel Reese to be in, and she's taking on that point forward role this season. This shows her last 9 games. So look on the tear that she's been on, all double-doubles, by the way, and she had more assists, so they didn't sell them. Also here, she has more career double-doubles than 97.04% of all players in WNBA history. Just notched her 44th double-double. So you have that. You have the fact that she's the fastest forward in WNBA history to record a triple-double. What was it, 44 games in? Angel Reese this season has taken a jump ever since that second New York Liberty game. One day, she will have an MVP and Paige will have an MVP trust, but I can't let their contributions to their teams go to waste. So let me know who you guys have in MVP conversation, whether they made the list or didn't. There's varying things, but I think Napheesa Collier taking it.